Hey, what's up everybody, Jayborino here. So this is actually me from the future, because I actually muted myself at the beginning of this game, but this game was too good to not put up on YouTube. I'm muted for about the first 2.5 minutes in game, so I'm going to give you some post-commentary until old me comes in around 2 minutes and 30 seconds yelling, "Oh dear, I was muted." Also, one thing I was slightly disappointed with, and I'll just let you know in advance for all of these tournament games, because this was the first one that I'm going to be putting up on YouTube, is that my sound with my microphone got a little wonky. Apparently Windows reset my microphone setting to a little higher than I would have liked, so I apologize that my voice does get a little fuzzy sometimes when I get real excited about something. You'll see what I mean. It's not, hopefully it's not hugely off-putting, but I'm just warning you in advance. Anyway, this was, I believe, part of round one. This was the second group that was playing in round one. There's a second group of games that I casted, but this was the first game that was just really incredible. And in the top right, we have Rain, who randomed as Nerazim. And in the bottom left, we have Scaphism, who randomed as Covenant. Now, there have been changes to both of these races, specifically Nerazim, and that's why I want to do some post-commentary here, just to sort of explain that some stuff has been changed with these races, because we did see Nerazim with some one-base play being hugely powerful in the first tournament, and they have been changed such that I believe Warp Prisms may need to be researched, or at least something has been changed such that Warp Prisms require a little bit more tech to get to, or a little more time to get to. Further, you need to research the ability to unlock Annihilators, similar to how you have to research Annihilators becoming, not Annihilators, Stalkers and Adepts becoming available through the Cybernetics core, which is unique specifically to Nerazim. Now, for Covenant, there's a difference there where Ascendants you used to be able to build once you threw down your Citadel. Now, you still need a Citadel, but the difference is your devotees, those zealots that you make, those actually have to die. When they die, they give your mothership 1 energy, and then with that single energy, as you can see I'm mousing over it, past me's mousing over it, you spend 100 gas and then that single energy to make an Ascendant, and then there's a small cooldown, and you can do that multiple times. So the real stopping block there is the gas cost, of course, but really it's those devotees, the cost, the time, and you have to die. So there's some strategy there with when you want those devotees to die. So that's sort of the main intro for this game. Old me's going to be coming in here real soon, but you're going to see in the future games a lot of Covenant. This tournament, they do perform a little better, and we've seen some really, really good games here. You can see a Fnatic V devotee here going down, and the devotees you can also see have been slightly redesigned to look like Blood Hunters. I call them Blood Hunters multiple times in this tournament, so get used to it, because that, that's the way that they look. Anyway, Old me's going to be coming in here real soon. Oh dear, I swear to God I hit that button. I was muted. Well, this one's not going on YouTube. So, we saw a little early scuffle there from these two players. Scaphism able to clean up Rain's single Fnatic. Fnatics have been nerfed since the last tournament. We saw in the last tournament some pretty powerful Nerazim drops with Dark Templar and Fnatics. The Fnatics have been nerfed though. This devotee getting shoot away 2 devotees. Now, what I was saying is that Scaphism actually probably wants these devotees to die. The devotees now looking like Blood Hunters. They're pretty cool. And I think their stats have remained mostly the same. They are very, very quick. And he's doing a lot of damage with these devotees. The Stalker's going to try to kite these away, get rid of them. Now, here's the thing. When your devotees die, your mothership, your Taldry mothership, gets some energy. And you use that energy to warp in Ascendants. Ascendants cost 1 energy. You get that energy from your devotees dying. And then 100 gas. So rather than just being able to go straight to devotees by getting whatever it was called, not the anvil, but there was another building. Normally you get the Citadel. You still need the Citadel, but you need dead devotees to warp an Ascendant. So that stops you from being able to get Ascendants too quickly. We have 3 Stalkers coming across the map from Rain, and what is Rain researching? He is getting his Cyber Core Warp Pylons upgrade, which will allow him to build pylons far away so that he can start proxying. You cannot proxy with Nerazim because of that restriction until you get that upgrade, which he is buying. We have 2 Warbots and 1 Devotee here. We have nothing coming out from the mothership because there is no Citadel that allows him to change that Blood Hunter into it. Blood Hunter trying to chase down this Stalker. Stalker getting away, able to kite him. These Warbots going to try to chase down at least one of these Stalkers. Oh man, they decided to chase the running ones rather than this one that's much lower. The Warbots can shoot while moving. The Stalker's trying to get out of here. 1 Stalker goes down, the other 2 probably going to try to just run home at this point. What's going on down here? We do have a Phoenix down here in the bottom right from Rain. We have not seen any Phoenix play come out from Nerazim players in the past. So I'm not sure what's been necessarily changed with Nerazim. I think their robo play has been changed a little bit with how fast you can get those annihilators, but honestly, I'm not sure. We'll see eventually. We have more devotees coming out, and there's the Citadel, and he's able to get 3 Ascendants, and he does have enough gas to warp all of them in, and it's only a 4-second cooldown. That worries me a little bit, is the fact that as long as you have the dead devotees, you can get very, very fast Ascendants warping in very, very quick. All right, there's the Orbital Strike, but it's dodged by Rain. The Orbital Strike is the Mobius Commando's defensive strike. Now, these Phoenix are going to try to harass down the Mothership. You do not want to lose that Mothership. You can rebuild it from the Commandome, I believe, but why would you want to lose that? Yes, you can. It costs a lot of money, though. And here come the Ascendants. The question is, yeah, he can warp the Ascendants in pretty much immediately as long as the devotees have been dead. That may be something, I'm not sure if that was intended, but the fact that as long as your devotees have been killed, you can warp in the Ascendants immediately. We do have a Predator coming across the map. Great harassment unit, exactly how it was in the campaign, I believe, except it can leap up and down cliffs. Looks pretty neat as it jumps up and down there. So we've got harassment from both players. Let's see what this Predator decides to do. Probably going to get lifted by the Phoenix here. Yep, and we have another Phoenix coming out. It's going to quickly destroy that Predator. That Phoenix built very, very fast. It's because it's warped in. Your Stargates warp in just like your Robo facilities and your Warp Gates if you're Nerazim. And we have, how many Stalkers here? 7 Stalkers coming across the map, going to try to push in against Scaphism. He does have Ascendants. He does have enough for a few Psionic Orbs. It looks like each of these has enough energy for 1 Psionic Orb. If he can land those, he can do it. Here goes down a Pylon. Both players still on, Scaphism does have 2 bases, but he did sacrifice some money for that base. Will he be able to hang on? The big question is, I think he's waiting for when he can get just the right Psionic Orb out. The Ascendant's auto-tagging, not doing much damage. And there goes the Psionic Orb, but all the Ascendants getting lifted by the Phoenix. The Phoenix going to pick off 1 Ascendant and 1 Warbot there. And oh, wow. Both Ascendants. Great play by Rain, lifting those Ascendants, knowing exactly what he needed to lift right there. And we have another Ascendant out here, but not enough for a Psionic Orb. And even if he did, I'm not sure it'll be enough. This group of Phoenix from Rain working out very, very, very well. I'm not sure what Scaphism can do to hold on. A lot of his supply, I think, is in Workers right now, pulling Workers off to attack. He's got these Warbots trying to hold on, but the Warbots do so little damage. It's only 5 damage per attack. They do attack fast, but they're just so terribly weak. And against this amount of Phoenix, I'm not sure what he can do. He might lose his Mothership Core because he has no anti-air defense. Shooing away the Stalkers, actually, with this small amount of Warbots. The question is, what can Scaphism do now? He's calling in a hybrid cell, trying to get an early hybrid, perhaps to defend himself against this onslaught of Phoenix. And the Warbots can attack air, but I'm not sure what Scaphism can really do. He teched up very, very fast, getting his Mobius Physics department, his engineering departments for upgrades and higher tech units, while Rain getting these fast Phoenix, allowing him to come in here, knowing that the Phoenix can attack the Mothership Core. The Mothership Core about to go down. Down goes the Mothership Core before that devotee can finish. And wow, he had some crazy one-base play here from Rain. We have Mobius SCVs getting pulled off the line. And wow, and there goes Rain finishing up the remaining defenders of Scaphism. Scaphism does have a hybrid cell. He can try to get a hybrid Reaver. He does have enough money. He's going to try to make it. Those, I believe, can still be lifted by Phoenix. Rain having Scaphism having a valiant defense, trying to hold on, taking down 1 Stalker with SCVs, might get 2. Not quite. How many SCVs are down here? He is still mining just fine down here with a missile battery. I feel like Scaphism says, if I can hold on here, Rain probably is still on 1 base. If I can hold on, then I can win. And these Phoenix just kind of hanging out here. I'm not sure if he moved those down. I don't think Rain realizes that there's a base down here. No, he sees it. He knows it's there. He's trying to move down. The hybrid Reaver is out. He's going to try to chase these Stalkers away. Wow, great hits from Scaphism with the orbital strike. Unbelievable. Here come the Phoenix realizing that they have to get in here. I'm not sure if they can lift the hybrid Reaver. It's considered massive. Can it lift massive units? It does not say, but... And here's the missile battery. He is peeking in here, trying to pick up SCVs. The missile battery going to shoo away those Phoenix. I'm actually surprised that Rain is going to let this missile battery determine whether he goes in to kill SCVs or not. He doesn't have enough energy to lift. That's most likely why he's deciding not to. I'm sad that I was muted at the beginning. This would be a great YouTube game, but I was muted for the first however long. And what's going on in here? We have Predators! Scaphism sending Predators across the map, and we have Fanatics from Rain trying to chase these out, but the Predator's going to wipe out some Workers. Absolutely incredible back and forth between both of these players. Wow, that was excellent. And what is Workers, what is units killed? There we go. 29 Workers killed by Rain, but sort of not quite evened up, but we do have We did have Scaphism run across the map, and wow, here are 2 hybrid Reavers pushing into Rain's front door. What a back and forth game, trying to warp in some Stalkers. Gonna see if he can maybe kite these Reavers around the map. How fast are the Reavers? 394, how fast are the Stalkers? 413, the Stalkers could kite them if they were very, very careful. But the Reavers are just gonna wreak havoc across the map right now. And it looks like we still have some pylons around here if Rain wants to warp in some units. But the hybrid rush actually working for Rain. He's got 2 hybrid Reavers inside Rain's base. Or excuse me, Scaphism. It's working for Scaphism. He's got 2 hybrid Reavers in Rain's main base with a 3rd one coming around. These are only at about half health. They still have a lot of fight left in them. They are destroying the pylons, depowering the buildings. This is crazy. I feel like if this warp robo was finished, he could warp in some annihilators to help. Here come the Phoenix, but they can do nothing. They cannot lift these units because they are massive. What a fantastic game. Rain trying to hang on now. Rain just now getting his 2nd base. Has some income, but Scaphism suspects it's down there, sending his Reaver down there. And these Phoenix, you know, Rain saying, you have to admit this is silly. And, you know, the fact that he went Phoenix here into the hybrid rush, I've never seen that before. And both players saying that was kind of silly. But I have to say, from a spectator perspective, that was an excellent game. We have never seen hybrid come out to that extent in a Covenant game before. And the Covenant rush into hybrid Reavers. And honestly, I feel like maybe if Rain would have gone straight into ground, the problem was he sunk a lot of money into those Phoenix, and they couldn't lift those hybrid Reavers. Which was just as the mothership was being destroyed, he threw down that hybrid experiment chamber, which allowed him to get those Reavers, and he said, the Reavers can't be lifted, I'm making 3 of them, and running across the map.